Cytogenetics. I'm Nicole. Welcome to this video. Today I am going to explain on chromosomes, almost like karyotyping, but I will explain how you can recognize your chromosomes and get to know them individually. So I will start from chromosome 1 up until 46. Probably you are learning on how to do karyotyping or how to analyze, so I think this video is going to help you, because yes, I will explain how you can recognize all your chromosomes, all your 46 chromosomes, like from 1 up until 46, chromosome 46. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it and you learn something. So let's get to it. Hello, welcome to this video. So today we're gonna talk about chromosomes. Yes. So in a normal human being, we have 46 chromosomes. So every single normal human being does have 46 chromosomes, which means 23 it's coming from dad, and the other 23 is coming from mom. So yeah, in a normal set, like a set of chromosome, we will be having like 46 chromosomes, and they're always like in pairs, in two. So today I will just explain, or in this video I will simply explain like how you can recognize your 46 chromosome, how you can actually identify them and get to know them individually, so you can be successful in your karyotyping. So yeah, karyotyping is a test that we do in the cytogenetic lab, where we look at all the genes in a single individual, and just trying to assess if there's any change with the chromosome arrangement, if there's any rearrangement of the chromosome, whether it changes in the structure or in the function. So because those changes or those rearrangements, when they occur, that do actually affect the function of the genes, the alterations thus create some abnormalities, which we can also qualify or say as disease, just to understand. So we have 46 chromosomes. It's going to be a set of 23, but because they are in pairs, in two, so it's going to be 46. So I will first draw the structure of chromosome, so you can see. Disclaimer, my drawing is so bad but let's do something. So oh my gosh, is this how you draw a chromosome? So this is like looks like a chromosome. I know it looks like a flower, but you know, just picture it as a chromosome. The most important thing is the location of the centromere. What's the centromere? The centromere is this. It's like a area that joins all the arms of the chromosome. So the chromosome has two arms. We have the P arm, which is the top part, and the Q arm, which is the bottom part. So this joining spot can be located on top, which is close on the P arm section, or it can be also in the middle, or it can just have different location. So the most important thing when you look at the chromosome, before you even figure out where it belongs, you need to have an idea, where is your centromere located? Where is the central part, the middle part, or the joining spot? You know, the spot that join the P arm and the Q arm, the two parts or two arms that that each and every chromosome has. So if the centromere, and let me just label centromere, if it's located in the middle, then you know, you may have an idea that if you're dealing with a metacentric chromosome, or it's a metacentric. If it's on top, you can have an idea that you're dealing with acrocentric chromosome and so forth. So the location of centromere is very important. So we have metacentric, submetacentric, ecocentric, and telocentric. Those 4 different types. So it will also help you to know like which chromosome belong in which group. You see, it will really help you. So I'm gonna try to locate our chromosomes that we're going to talk about today. So I'm gonna just draw it like this. So here we have chromosome 1, 2, and 3. These are our longest chromosomes. So when you see a set of metaphase that has a chromosome in it, if you see a metaphase like or a set of chromosome, it may look like this. This is a picture of amniotic fluid that was cultured in the lab. So if you look at it like this, your longest chromosome will definitely be one of those. Your chromosome 1, 2, or 3. What could be your longest chromosome? Like this one. This is your 1. This is your 1. You see, these are your longest chromosome. And then your second longest will be your 2, which is this one. And your third longest will be your 3, which is this one. But we're gonna get to this on part 3. This is part 1. So chromosome 1 from chromosome to it's actually from chromosome 1 to chromosome 5. These are your longest. So I am personally gonna call chromosome 1 to 3 metacentric. Okay, the centromere is located in the middle. You see this little knot that I made here is gonna be in the middle. So chromosome 1 to 3 metacentric, the centromere located in the middle. But you will also read in other textbook where they say your chromosome 2 is actually a submetacentric. Don't get me wrong, you can find it like this in the textbook. You can also find a textbook that they are labeling your chromosome 4 and 5 as submetacentric. And they will label your chromosome 1 and 3 as being metacentric, you see. So we have from chromosome 1 to 5, and the second row will be from chromosome 6 to chromosome 12 with the neighbor. You know what I'm calling the neighbor? It's actually your X chromosome. Okay, we're gonna get there. We have our chromosome 6, chromosome 7, chromosome 8, chromosome 9, chromosome 10, chromosome 11, chromosome 12, and then we have our X chromosome. Okay, it's the neighbor close to chromosome 12. And then we move to our acrocentric chromosome, which is chromosome 13. Ooh, just my apologies. I'm supposed to divide these guys. They're not supposed to be together like this. Okay, so we have 13, 14, and 15. And then we have 16. Chromosome 16 was among the first. It was actually the first chromosome that I learned, because I was saying to myself, it's like a flower, but a little bit bigger. But I know that chromosome 19 is the one that looks like a flower. So I learned 19 and 16, like my first chromosome. Then came my 13, because I was saying it looks like a bottle, like a beer. Anyway, so we have 16, chromosome 17, chromosome 18. And then we have our chromosome 19, 20, 21, 22, as well as our Y chromosome if we're dealing with a male. If we're dealing with a female, we're just going to have 2 X's. If we're dealing with a normal female, we're going to have 2 X's. If we're dealing with a normal male, we're going to have 1 X, 1 Y. If we're dealing with any abnormality, which is sex related, sex chromosome related, then that's when we see all those extra X or extra Y. But that's a topic of another day. Today we just want to understand how you can at home or wherever you are identify your chromosome easily. So this is the set. We have our metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric chromosome, and so forth. So now I will just explain using this so you can have an idea how you can easily identify them. I don't know if I should get closer like this. Will this help? Yeah, it's gonna help. So this is your chromosome 1, and remember what we said? This will be your longest chromosome in a set like this. In a set like this, your longest chromosomes will be from chromosome 1 until 5. So if you look at it like this, you must check what's my longest. You're already thinking these are my 1, this is my 3, this is my 2. And this is your other 3. I think this is your other 2. This is, yeah. So, and so on. So there we back here. So chromosome 1 has this fluffy beginning. You see, it's going to be your longest. Also, you're going to recognize it because you're going to see this fluffy beginning here. And then you see your centromere. It's centrally located. And this dark band here. So we'll give you an indication of your chromosome 1. I don't want to explain too much, but I fear that you may confuse. So we're just going to keep it low-key, a little bit simple. Okay, you have an idea. This fluffy beginning. And the centromere is centrally located. And then it's your this is your metacentric. The centromere is in the middle, and then we have this dark band here. So moving to your chromosome 2, it's gonna be your second longest chromosome that you will have in your in a setup, like I showed you previously, like in a metaphase. So your chromosome 2 will have lots of bands, you see, but remember there will be this clear space here. But it's also, I think it's submetacentric to me. You see, if you compare the centromere location of chromosome 1 and that's of chromosome 2, you may agree with me that this is a little bit up. Can't you see? It looks like a submetacentric chromosome to me. But different textbook can say different things. But the most important thing here in this video is that you may be able to locate easily your chromosome number 2. It's going to have the lots of band, like you can see, to be your second longest chromosome. And then we move to your third one. See your chromosome 3. You see we have this little bit of clear area, and then we have this prominent dark band, so they stand out. Even your centromere location, you can see it. The band is pretty. The centromere is pretty dark. It's really stand out. I used to call this chromosome a window. I don't know why. Whenever I look at it, I call it like a big window. It's like double window. You will understand when you explain chromosome 6 why is it this one looks like a double window to me. Yeah, this is your chromosome 3. Your chromosome 4, as you can see, you will, but I will wish to draw, but okay, anyway. So, your chromosome 4, oh my gosh. Like you can see. The thing is, close to the centromere, it is submetacentric as well. Close to centromere, you're going to notice this dark, very dark band. It's always there. It's close to your centromere, you see. And then you get other bands here. This is your chromosome 4. It's your 4th largest chromosome. And your chromosome 5 will have a dark band, but it's going to be a little bit up compared to your chromosome 4. Yo, Nicole, you must go to school for drawing. What is this? Anyway, this is the dark band. So how can you differentiate between your chromosome 4 and 5? So your chromosome 5 will have this long, I call it clear area. You see, between this band and this band, there will be this clear, can we call it area? This clear area. This is how I'm trying to differentiate between my 4 and 5. You see, this band on chromosome 4 comes so close to the centromere. But then here, the following band is not coming close to the centromere like on chromosome 4. It's coming further down. So there's this long, I call it long, but there's this significant clear area that makes the difference. Do you understand? I'm hoping. Let me know in the comment section below if you get what I'm trying to explain. But this is how you can differentiate between these two chromosomes. Moving to chromosome 6, we have this what we call window. Let me just check if you're still seeing me. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Moving to chromosome 6. Yeah, so we have this what we call window. You see, it's like we have a band, and then we have this clear area, and then we have other bands. So we call it a window. So if you see a chromosome with a window, like, you know, you can really start thinking about your chromosome 6. Your chromosome 7 will have a dark band, but almost at the edges. It's like a hat. You see, it's like wearing a hat. It's the dark band is prominent, but it's at the edges. You see, your chromosome 5, can you see, will also have a dark band. I'm just worried if you can see. Yes, your chromosome 5 will also have a dark band, but it won't be at the edges like your chromosome 7. You see, it's not going to be at the edge. There will be a little bit of space here, and then you have this dark band. But for your chromosome 7, the dark prominent band will be right at the edges. And then, yeah, you also get another 2 prominent dark bands on your Q arm of the chromosome. Chromosome 8, this is my favorite. So it has the P arm is quite fluffy. I'm hoping that you can see it's quite fluffy, the P arm. But then here, look, there's this dark band that is prominent. It's like the bottom band. It's like shoes. Just picture like you wearing boots, dark boot. It's like the tail is dark. So there will be this prominent dark band at the bottom. This band will really pop. It's gonna stand out to the point where it's just gonna catch your attention and make it obvious that it is chromosome 8. Because just these dark bands, they do stand out. You will see this fluffy part of the P arm, and you see this dark band, but this band will just stand out. Just stare at your metaphases. You will realize how much they stand out. Your chromosome 9, not to be confused with any chromosome, it also has its own feature. Each and every chromosome has its own features. So which means we have no excuses confusing them, because they are different from one another. So that's how we can get the chance to know them individually. At the beginning, I was saying to know them personally. Anyway, so chromosome 9, we have this long neck. Think of a bottle. You see, it's like a bottle. This is the opening part, and then you have liquid inside, probably not full, like somewhere here. So your chromosome 9, this long neck, let me call it like that, will be so significant. This is how you'll be able to differentiate it with other chromosomes. So remember this long neck. We used to confuse chromosome 9 a lot with chromosome X. Yeah. So my X chromosome, for me, we're looking so much close to my chromosome 9. But remember, your chromosome 9 will have this long neck. We see gets the 2 dark band here. We see get the other band on top on the P arm. But this long neck is just so significant. The other thing is chromosome 9 will have 2 dark bands, which are close to each other. You see, they will be close to one another. Yeah, but when you look at your chromosome X, which we're gonna get into shortly, the 2 bands, they are not close to one another. There's a space between them, which is significant. You see, if you compare them to chromosome 9, you're really going to see that the 2 bands are kind of close to one another. Moving to our chromosome 10. So the best way to acknowledge your chromosome 10 is this dark band that comes right after the centromere. That's why we said at the beginning, it's very important that you know like different location of your centromere, because that will help you. When you look at the chromosome, the first thing you check the location of a centromere. So you will have an idea if you're dealing with a metacentric, ecocentric, or a telocentric chromosome. So you're going to need to know the centromere part, the significant location. So there's this dark band that comes right after the centromere. It's so prominent, like you can't miss it. It's just obvious. These bands, they make a statement, and they make it obvious that they are chromosome 10. Obviously, after these dark prominent bands, you're going to have other bands as well, especially if the chromosome are well stained with the Giemsa stain, so the bands will really pop. So we have this dark band right after the centromere, so that will make it obvious that their names are chromosome 10. Moving to chromosome 11, these two, 11 and 12, they can easily be confused. So the way I managed to differentiate between chromosome 11 and 12, first thing first, it's this dark band that lines on the Q arm. So on your chromosome 12, the dark bands on the Q arm will be a little bit up. Not a little bit, but will be up compared to chromosome 11. On chromosome 11, the dark band, the prominent dark band on the Q arm will be down compared to chromosome 12. You see? But they both, have centromere, and then it's also dark. They also have this dark band on top on the Q arm. But this is like an easy way to differentiate between these two chromosomes. This will be down, this will be a little bit up. The second way to differentiate is to look at I call this the head, but you can call it the P arm, it's fine, but I call them the head. So chromosome 12 will have small head. I will say to myself, chromosome 12 will have small head, and chromosome 11 will have big heads. So this will definitely help to differentiate small heads, big heads. These dark bands will be up on chromosome 12, and on chromosome 11 will be down. So for now, you can probably just make use of those two differences. That will definitely help. So coming to chromosome X, which is a sex chromosome, you see, and we I was laughing because at the lab we say the knots that we have, they call it a bikini, sunglasses and bikini. So I don't know if you want to make use of the same thing, the same explanation, like sunglasses and bikini. Yes, we can actually do that. So it's like wearing sunglasses. Think of summer, sunglasses, and then bikini. So like I said, it can be confused with chromosome 9, but we have no excuse to do that, because you're going to remember that when it comes to chromosome 9, these two dark bands that are on the Q arm, they are kind of close to each other. But on chromosome X, they're like apart. So we have our sunglasses, we have our bikini, and then we're going to have these other bands. But these two bands will be a little bit apart. Okay. Moving to my other favorite chromosomes, we are 13. I used to call this, like I said, a beer bottle or a bottle. So just picture a bottle that is not full, that is like half. So it's eccentric. You can see the location of the chromosome. The centromere. It's almost at the edges of the P arm of the chromosome. And then we have these two prominent dark bands. So this is how you're going to acknowledge your chromosome 13, is these two prominent dark bands. Here, chromosome 14 is also easy. You're going to have this, dark bands here, but there will be like a space, a clear space, let's just call it like that. Then you're going to have another prominent dark band. So it's very easy. I used to call it two bands, like one band break, another band. So yeah. So you see the little situation you have here. In my mind, I used to say the reverse, the reverse way of what I have going on here. I'm actually dealing with it here. It's chromosome 15. You see, it's like they're still dealing with the bottle, but somehow the liquid went on top. You see, and then left the bottom part empty. So you have your prominent bands right on top here. very easy to also memorize. Moving to chromosome 16, among the two chromosomes that I learned first, 16 and 19. For me, I used to call it a flower, like a big flower, but it's not a flower. It's chromosome 16. So we have this dark, can you see? It looks like it has a dark centromere or something. So there's also another band here. It's prominent. It's also dark. But the shape looks like a flower. If it's going to help you remember, you can memorize it that way. We have other acrocentric chromosomes, chromosome 17. So the best way to not confuse your chromosome 17 with your chromosome 18 is it's very easy. So just when you look at them, chromosome 17 has this band here at the bottom. You see, it's like one single band at the bottom. But then when you look at your 18, it's like there's a strong band right there by the centromere inside. This dark, strong band. I'm hoping you can see. Let me move a little bit. There we go. So we have this dark band here, close by the centromere area, and there's this space, and then we have another or other dark bands. But for 17, it looks quite different. And also the intensity, I don't know if it's just coming from the staining, because I think this is a Giemsa stain. But then in terms of the intensity, you will see 17 looks not as bright as your chromosome 18. You see, the bands on chromosome 18 are like dark and popping and making it obvious, like, hey, we really belong to chromosome 18. We really are chromosome 18. So you see, yeah. But then chromosome 17 are a little bit lighter. So moving to my other favorite, chromosome 19, flower. Remember what I was saying? The shape looks like a flower. It's like a small version of chromosome 16. 19 is a small version. But then you're going to remember one thing. The centromere in the middle, it's dark and it pops. It just makes it obvious. Like, hi, I'm chromosome 19. Period. So it makes it obvious that it really is chromosome 19 because it has this dark dot or centromere right in the middle of the chromosome. Okay. Your chromosome 20, how you recognize it? It's first of all, okay, so we'll have this shape almost like a flower as well. But the most important thing is the bands on top. The top band is very important. You will acknowledge, even if I change colors. Let me try. Even if I use this one, you see, I think this is even much better. You see, chromosome 20, yeah, it has this dark band here on top, and it just makes it obvious. That's, yeah, it's chromosome 20. Chromosome 21, it has this dark, very dark band that you can clearly see. You know, it has this shape like almost like a small bottle, and then you will see this dark band right there. This is how you're going to know it's your chromosome 21. When it comes to your chromosome 22, this the centromere here, it's not going to be as dark as 21. No, it's also going to be a little bit longer, you see, compared to chromosome 21. So it is chromosome 22, something like this. It's like an Avogadro, yeah. Evo, yeah. But then we have this dark, you know, which is a dark area, which is lighter if you have to compare it to chromosome 21. So yeah, so it is the same. It is the same, just the color is different. Your 1 to 5 will be your longest chromosomes, yeah. Your 6 to 12, yeah. Each and every chromosome is its own feature. And then you have your 13 to your 18, and yeah, 19 to 22. So I also explained sex chromosome, but the X chromosome. Coming to your Y chromosome, I think your Y chromosome looks like something. Can you see? Looks like something like this. So yeah, the way I picked it, I do pick chromosome Y. It's like for me, I say to myself, it's like the a small version of chromosome 19. You see, why a chromosome Y looks like a small version of chromosome 19. So, well, this is it. I hope you understand something. Obviously, I hope you do, and that you will be able to differentiate or to know your chromosome individually based on the features and details as we explained. So if you have any question or suggestion or anything at all, please drop it down in the section, in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, and if you want me to do more video as such, just let me know in the comment section below, like which other video you would like to see, or if you have anything to bring to this video. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Please remember to watch the 2 other video where we actually did the actual karyotyping. We cut the chromosome and then yeah, all of that. And there's also another one when I actually drew all the chromosomes down one after the other, all the 46 chromosomes, so for us to understand it better. Watch them and they will add something to your knowledge. Thank you so much. I will see you in those videos. Bye. I hope you enjoy the video, the way I try to explain how you can easily identify or learn or again know your chromosome individually. I hope you enjoy it. There's another video where I trying to draw like all the chromosomes. Another way for us or for you to learn and memorize the way chromosomes look like, it's to draw them. So there's another video that I managed to draw from chromosome 1 up until 46, just to provide a clear, a detail and a better understanding. So if you haven't yet, check that video. It's really going to help you a lot. So I hope you enjoyed and learned something. If you have any question, anything unsure, any comments, leave in the section, in the comment section down below. Subscribe, join the family, subscribe to this channel, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Bye. I hope you enjoy the video, the way I try to explain how you can easily identify or learn or again know your chromosome individually. I hope you enjoy it. There's another video where I trying to draw like all the chromosomes. Another way for us or for you to learn and memorize the way chromosomes look like, it's to draw them. So there's another video that I managed to draw from chromosome 1 up until 46, just to provide a clear, a detail and a better understanding. So if you haven't yet, check that video. It's really going to help you a lot. So I hope you enjoyed and learned something. If you have any question, anything unsure, any comments, leave in the section, in the comment section down below. Subscribe, join the family, subscribe to this channel, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.